Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back, to the Cayden Henschel YouTube channel. And in this video, this is a long-awaited video. I'm surprised I haven't done this at all since in my whole time, on YouTube with all wrestling and everything. And of course, along with wrestling, the competition, the training, the moves, what comes along with it, unfortunately, is the skin infections. And in this video, I will be covering the most common wrestling skin infections and pretty much mostly the ones that I got. And let me tell you, I got almost all of them. So this is for a whole general thing, of everyone combined. This is the most common wrestling infections. Let's get into it. All right, so we are starting off with number one, and of course, the most common wrestling skin infection. If you think of wrestling, if you think of skin infections, you go right to ringworm. Guys, if you do not know ringworm, you can get it on your arms, your legs, your stomach, back. You can literally get it anywhere. You can even get it in your hair, actually. But it is ringworm, and if you do not know what it looks like, it is right here. I'll put all the pictures up right here about what the skin infection which I'm talking about. So as you can see, it's literally like a ring, and it's not a worm. A worm is not in your skin. It's literally just like a ring, a red ring with raised ridges, and in the middle, sometimes there is another ring in there, but most of the times it's just like your skin, and it just makes just a ring around your skin. And all you have to do to actually treat this is to go to Walgreens or your local pharmacy. You don't need to go into your doctor's office. You can literally pick up this ointment. It's called Lotrimin. I have used this every single time I got ringworm, and in about 3 to 6 days it has always went away, and it works phenomenal. So that's Lotrimin. You get it at your local pharmacy. Go to Walgreens, get yourself some nice Lotrimin, and you guys should be good to go after you get this in your system. Skin infection number 2. Now, another very, very common wrestling skin infection, of course, is actually, unfortunately, Impetigo. And I know it is a freaky sounding word, and honestly, this is probably the worst, if not the second worst, wrestling skin infection that I personally got, and probably what you guys probably could agree on too. So Impetigo, it looks like this. It looks absolutely nasty. It pusses, it's crusty, it's uncomfortable. You can get it in your hair, you can get it on your arms, your legs, stomach, chest. You can pretty much get it anywhere, and it's pretty contagious, and you should not wrestle with ringworm. You should not wrestle with Impetigo. A lot of these stuff on this list you should not wrestle from, but I'll be talking at the end later, kind of the main gist. But anyways, back on Impetigo. So it looks like this. It pusses. It's not good. It's a no-go. Do not wrestle with it. And what you have to do, I'm pretty sure you have to go into the doctors and get it prescribed, actually. And what they'll do is sometimes they'll give you pills, and sometimes they'll give you cream. They could give you both, but it's pretty much all based, on the judgment of your doctor and whatnot. And then also for me, a story about when I had it. I actually had it super bad in my hair. You can't see it anymore, of course, but it was very, very bad. It was middle school, and so this is when I actually grew my hair out of it. It was pretty long. It was probably down to here, and I would always comb my hair before I go to school, and I would have these pus scabs in my head, and every time my comb would literally get stuck in my hair, and I'd pull it through, and it would just be oozing out. It'd be the most, it's super disgusting. So please guys, if you think you have it, go to the doctors, go to your coach, and literally get this taken care of, because it's not good. Skin infection number 3. Now, we got molluscum. So molluscum is actually, it's the first viral actually infection on this list for us. And I personally have never gotten molluscum. And also, you don't need to also wrestle to get molluscum. You can just get it from a carrier, which would be another person. And so what it is, it's like a bunch of little bumps. You can see it right here. Here's the picture of molluscum. It's a bunch of little bumps, and I'm pretty sure it's uncomfortable. Just you want that out of there. So of course you're gonna get that taken care of. You also ointment with it, but I would suggest to go to your doctor and get something, or if you go to Walgreens, I'm sure you can find something to help get this taken care of. Skin infection number 4. Now we got mat herpes, also known as herpes gladiatorium. So of course, when you think of herpes, you think, it's just like, genital herpes. It's not genital herpes, except if you have it, and then and again, this is the second viral infection, is actually mat herpes. And of course, once you get it, it stays in your system. It's actually stored in the back of your head, in your brain, in your medulla oblongata. I believe, I think that's what my doctor told me. Don't take my word for it. So once you get it, you can actually get it around your mouth, and you can also get it on your arms. I'm pretty sure you can get it on your legs, your forehead. That is a big spot. This is what it looks like right here. As you can see, this guy has a lot. He's got it pretty bad, and this is one, if a wrestler has it, he can be a carrier, and even if it doesn't look like he has it, he can still send it to him. Or if there's an open lesion, of course, it's a lot easier for the disease to, of course, get to another person. And so what you have to do for this one is you gotta, of course, go to the doctor. They'll get you tested. I think they'll scrape off like some culture, put it in a little sample, make sure it's herpes, gladiatorium, and then after that they're gonna give you a call, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this sucks. I got herpes in me for life. And also, when you get it, if you get it out of your mouth, make sure to not kiss anyone, especially your girlfriend or boyfriend, because you do not want to give it to them. But what they'll do is they'll give you pills. There is no really cream for it. There is, but it's super expensive, and it actually doesn't even work that well. So I would stick to the pills if I were you. And it pretty much goes away in about 2 weeks, but you could have a scar there, or it could just clear up, and you don't have to worry about that. And also for this one, it can flare up at random points in your life, and it's mostly caused by emotional or physical stress, especially if you guys, if you already have it, and then you got a big tournament coming up, and you make that weight cut, that could put some stress on you, and that could flare up. And once you get there to skin checks, you go to weigh in, guess what? It spurted back up, and the ref says you can't wrestle. So that would not be good. So make sure to not stress about cutting weight, especially when you have mat herpes. And then also, once you have it, even after it's gone and everything, what you can take is actually L-Lysin, and you can get this at Walgreens again, and you can take it once a day, and this should help control the flare-ups, if any, if you have it at all. Skin infection, number 5. So the next one we got on our list is a staph infection, or it's also known as MRSA. So again, it's a pretty common wrestler's disease. This is what it looks like, and it's pretty much an open lesion, and it can literally start from anywhere. If you have a scab, a little open wound, this staph infection can get in there, and it can be itchy, it can be uncomfortable, and again, you just want to get it taken care of, because if you have this and you spread it, if you spread it across your whole team, then your whole team's out for the tournament, the duel. It's not a pretty sight. So again, make sure that you are getting this taken care of, and what you can do is, of course, go to the doctor for this, and they're going to prescribe you some, it could be pills or it could be ointment. I had this before, and I believe I was using both, but I remember the ointment more, and I would always just lather on there. I got it kind of on my chest here because I have a very hairy chest, and I like to shave it sometimes, because and I got it through there. I think I cut my chest when I was shaving or something, and it must have got in there. And again, if you guys are shaving over your skin infections, make sure that that razor is thrown away and you get a new one as soon as you can, because you don't want to keep spreading the disease all over your body just because of your razor. And last but not least, guys, bonus infection. Not really, it's dry skin. If you guys have dry skin, if your skin looks like this, or if your skin looks like this, all you have to do is to get some nice lotion and apply it, lather it on every single time, every single day. Might as well. But again, going through all these things, guys, the best cure in the world is actually, of course, to just prevent it, and you don't have to worry about it. And so, of course, right after your wrestling practice, right after your wrestling duel or meet, get in the shower, get a hot soapy shower, make sure to get, all your creases. And also, you guys should do daily self-checks, or even, have like a wrestling buddy, like scan your back or your head or whatever to make sure that there's no open lesions that could cause something. And again, if it's just like a little scab or something, make sure you bandage that up. Make sure you put some Neosporin on that. Get that taken care of, because you don't want to get that infected. And once you think you have something, literally anything, make sure your coach knows, so that if, it is something, he can warn other people on the team, or they can clean the mats better or more, and they can, they can hit it nice and early instead of just waiting until everyone has it. And with that being said, guys, this is the video on wrestling, skin infections, and treatments. If you guys did learn something new or did enjoy this at any point in time, make sure to give it a like, because that would really, really help me out. If you guys are new to the channel, well, welcome. This is the wrestling channel. We got a nice little community here. Make sure you guys go subscribe, responding to all comments, of course. Anyways, guys, with that being said, thanks for watching, and see you guys next video.